guys, here for another video, and I am one angry son of a gun. I lost my MAGA hat, Make America Great Again. It was the best hat to trigger people. Like, where I live, it's very segregated, right? There's white people here, blacks here, Mexicans here, so if I felt like trolling a little bit of trolling, as they say, I definitely would go to, like, the Mexican carnicerías and just wear my little MAGA hat. And it's like, what the heck? He looks Hispanic, but why is he rocking Trump? And it's just, like, the whole mind fucking the loop that I throw these, like, gangsters into is always hilarious. But today we're gonna look at someone named Karen Mucci. Whoever requested this, go suck a dick. I mean, there are some requests that are a little off. What do I mean by that? It's that their OnlyFans is obviously, like, bad, right? Like, if you see a pile of shit on the ground, you're not gonna be like, oh, I wonder how that tastes, right? You look at it and you're like, oh, okay. You know, logically, by looking at what it is, it's most likely garbage, and this is one of those OnlyFans accounts, but she is pretty popular. She was requested multiple times, so I am going to review her just for the sake of this channel and also to save you guys money, because obviously there are some people that are curious how consistent they upload, what do they do in their OnlyFans, what is their current catalog, and you know, that's where the value of this video comes in. So that being said, we're going to look at her social media and then just dive right into her OnlyFans. So she does have 1.9 million followers on her Instagram. Personally, I hate how she looks. She just looks fake. She looks like a child or like a bot. She looks like a wax figure. She looks like one of those girls that, like, a dude's like, you know what, I'm gonna design my dream girl and grab, like, the drills and plastic and just be, you know, and just design this mannequin of a woman. And that's what she looks like. I mean, she's okay looking, but she just doesn't look real. But I get why people would like her, but I don't get why she has so many followers. She doesn't post too much. She doesn't do anything crazy. I understand she is kind of beautiful, but I don't think it warrants like 1.9 million followers, right? And that just shows, like, the era of, like, this, like, girl nowadays, right? They don't have to do much to gather fame, and that's just, like, the weirdness of society. Now, she does have a couple TikToks. Definitely look at them, but like I said, you know, spoiler alert, the OnlyFans is shit, so there isn't anything too special or something to look forward to. But I always say it's worth looking at the social media to see how they promote themselves, right? I always say this: if there's a whole bunch of swimsuit pictures on their Instagram and they make an OnlyFans, it would make sense to be like, okay, if they're charging for something more, it would make sense that they would post something more than a bikini pic, more than a swimsuit pic, more than like a check out my new bra pic, right? So I definitely think it's worth looking at their social media for that. That being said, let's just get right into the OnlyFans now. Right when you get it, it says come talk to me, let's get crazy. Subscribe now to see my sexy content. Okay, cool. Glad she puts sexy content, but again, what does that mean? Is she sucking dick? Is she getting dick down? Is she, like, doing Pilates and has like 20 dicks inside her ear? I don't know. I would like to see a little bit more of these bullet points. And I always say this, like, you know, all my videos, and I think you know, the long time viewers know what I'm searching for. Description: be, you know, be clean, be short and sweet, have your bullet points, BG content, GG content, you know, D and G content, donkey and girl content. I don't know, I'm making shit up, but I'm just saying, be short and sweet and tell us what your OnlyFans has right off the bat, so we're kind of not let down when we do subscribe. Now, it is $10 a month. I don't think that's bad, but again, when you think about, like, the masses of people that are, like, curious about, like, oh, is our OnlyFans worth it or not? Maybe a couple thousand subscribe, right? And then what? That's already a couple of tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people, you know, just lost a shit ton of money in the grand scope of things. So again, I figured I would do this video. In terms of numbers, it is 32 photos and 3 videos. Again, objectively bad. Now, I understand maybe she made a new OnlyFans, right? Maybe I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she just started getting, you know, maybe she had an OnlyFans a week ago, maybe she had it a month ago, maybe she had a couple, you know, 4 or 5 months ago. But again, the thing is, you have to be consistent with OnlyFans, right? You have to put pictures every day, you have to do videos every day, and the grand scope of things, it's not a lot, right? When you consider people doing like 40-hour shifts, 60-hour shifts, you know, double shift, night shift, ENT, doctor, surgeon, accountant during tax season, again, even the McDonald's worker during rush hour. There's just so much things that they could be doing to make their OnlyFans better, and a lot of these people don't treat it like a job. And again, I said this, I think, in my last video or 2 videos. I know I sound like a broken, jank, retarded recorder, but the higher the follower count that these girls have, the less motivation they have to do good work. Why? Because there are simps out there. Again, I hate simps. I hate them so much because they ruin it for the rest of us, right? They're the ones inflating these girls' ego. They're the one at the bar saying, hey, let me get you and your friends some drinks before they even get to talk to the girl, right? I always say, get to know the girl, and if she's cool, maybe get her a drink, but never preemptively get her a drink. I don't care if some girls have that standard. They do. I personally think that's pretty shitty to be like, waste money on me before I get to know you. It's like some pay-to-play type shit. I always say, get to know people, and, you know, I think things come naturally like that. Now, in terms here's the photos. If you want to see nudes of her, you're gonna see it. I'd say like 10% of her pictures are completely nude. So cool, you get to see her mannequin child body. I personally don't find it attractive, but again, if you guys are wondering if she has tits and, you know, ass pics and vag pics, she does. It's just not a lot, and I don't think it's worth just like going her OnlyFans for that, considering there are a lot of leaks of her online. Now for the videos, I did say it's 3 videos, 8 seconds long, 8 seconds long, 17 seconds long, 8, 16, 7, 23 second total. Wow, isn't that crazy? A woman, or I shouldn't even say woman, it's just a quote-unquote Instagram model can have 23 seconds worth of content and make tens of thousands of dollars. I would just find that, like, you know, flabbergasting and mind-blowing that this is just a society we're in. But in terms of content, like I said, 3 videos, they're not that long. It's just twerking content. The first 2 videos, they're 8 seconds long. And the last video, I personally found disturbing. She's like bending over, but I mean, it could be any girl to be honest, because you don't see her face. And her asshole is literally like, you know, going inside and out. It's very strange. She can control that muscle. I didn't even know that was a thing. Shout out to that. I personally found it disgusting. I'm not really subbing to Karen Mucci's OnlyFans to see her, or, you know, I don't know if it's her or not, some asshole doing some muscular endurance. So I shout out to that. I understand some people like it, but overall I think it's pathetic. No consistency in the videos. The quality of the videos suck. The quantity of the videos suck, and there just really isn't any quote-unquote nut material that I think a lot of people want. Last but not least, the DMs. She is one of those pay-to-play people, which is quite unfortunate, right? I always say, don't invest in the DMs if her base sub is bad. If the base sub's good, then maybe there might be some sort of investment by saying, okay, I see you're working hard. Why not throw a little bit of money, right? You're not going to tip a bad stripper. You're always going to tip a good stripper, right? So in terms of content in her DMs, she has 4 pictures for 30 bucks. Unlock this pack if you want to see me fully naked. I mean, I already saw you fully naked. I don't know what. See, that's the thing. It's like there's always levels to this shit, right? And with, like, specifically of adult content, if you see a girl naked, there's no like levels of like seeing her more naked, right? If you see her naked, you're already naked, right? I don't see the point of like investing and buying pictures in that sense. Another video for 30 bucks, 42 seconds, 1 picture, unlock for a full video naked face. I never heard of the term naked face. Included, I'm going to squirt for you. Okay. Another video, 80 bucks. Goodness gracious. 5 minutes, 40 seconds. Getting a very big toy in my ass. God, shout out to Toy Story. I mean, I feel sorry for Woody and Buzz Lightyear when I read some shit like this. Getting a very big toy in my ass. Jesus Christ. Hope Slink is doing well. Unlock this video to see that 5 minutes breaking my ass. Jesus, just the destructive language she's using. And the last DM, a picture for 10 bucks. Full naked with a friend, full body. Unlock this pic. You will not regret. Let me type something for here. I regret everything and will unsub to your OnlyFans. And then send that bitch. So, obviously, I don't think it's to any surprise if I give you guys my review. OnlyFans is pretty bad, right? The numbers are horrible. The content what she has is horrible. It seems like a very pay-to-play type OnlyFans, and it doesn't feel like she's taking it like a job. I always say, OnlyFans, judge it as you will, but you do have to treat it like a job. You do have to be consistent. You do have to be somewhat of a hard worker to have a good OnlyFans, but obviously with the society we live in, pretty girls don't have to put the same amount of hard work as guys do because they get rewarded for being lazy from the simps, unfortunately. But again, for those that are wondering if her OnlyFans is good or not, don't get it. It's a waste of money. Get the leaks. With the leaks that do exist currently, that should be more than enough because, again, her base sub OnlyFans just doesn't contain a lot. So like always, guys, I do appreciate you guys watching this video. Please leave a comment below for any suggestions. Google form description. I do look at every single request. For the people that did recommend me this, I hope you get raped by a donkey. It was just such a waste of time. I'm like, god damn, waste of time. Like, I don't mind wasting the 10 bucks. I don't mind wasting the 20 bucks. The time that I waste just like looking at this, I'm just like, god damn. Like, what goes on in her mind to be like, I'm gonna charge people for garbage? That's always insane to me. But I do appreciate you guys watching this video. Please hit that like button. Please hit that sub button. Hopefully get like 20 billion subs by the end of this year. Hopefully Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast should make an OnlyFans. I should make like a mock OnlyFans and that'd be the perfect clickbait, right? Mr. Beast OnlyFans gets fucked by Mr. Bean by shoving beans up his ass or something. I don't know. That'd be kind of hilarious. But hopefully get the subs, and if not, I will kill myself. Later.